Hi, and welcome back to another build showcase. Today, we're going to be running an Arc Titan build. Jumping right into this build, we're going to be running the Titan Striker Thunder Crash Super. We're going to be running the Rally Barricade. We're going to be running a Strafe Lift with the Seismic Strike. And the reason we're running the Seismic Strike is specifically because you can blind targets really easily with it, which is important for taking down unstoppable champions. Now, another really good thing to run with this build is the Thunderclap, because it is pretty devastating, does a huge amount of damage, but I like the fact that with Seismic Strike, I'm guaranteeing blinding and stunning unstoppable champs, because unstoppable champs are in most of the high-level activities right now. For our grenade, we're running the Pulse Grenade, specifically because it's one of the better arc grenades, and I prefer it. You can also run the Flashbang Grenade, which does blind, which would help with stunning champions, but I think the Pulse Grenade is best, personally. Moving right along to our aspects, we're going to be running Storm's Keep. Now, Storm's Keep is very important for this build because whenever you're behind your barricade, you're going to be gaining bolt charge stacks over time. Pair this with the gun like Thunder Lords, and you're going to constantly have bolt charge at max and causing bolt charge explosions to hit enemies. That's why this aspect is very important for this. Our second aspect is going to be Knockout. Critically wounding or breaking a target's shield infuses your melee attacks with arc energy, just makes your melees a little bit stronger. Additionally, when you're amplified, getting kills with a melee makes it so you restore a portion of your health. This is very important because it also seems to work with bolt charge, so I'll notice when I'm getting bolt charge kills, I'm gaining portions of my HP back every time. I hope you guys are enjoying this build video so far. If you are, make sure to leave a like and subscription so you don't miss out on any more I do. Also, if you have a build that you want me to cover, make sure to leave it in the comments down below so that I can check it out and make a video on it. Additionally, there will be a dim link in the description linking to this build so that you can copy it directly onto your Titan. Moving on to our fragments, we're going to be using the Spark of Shock because our arc grenades are now going to jolt targets, which just adds a little bit of stun effect into our grenades, which is very helpful. Lets them sit in that pulse grenade longer and more likely to get the kill. Spark of Resistance is always a strong choice for any arc build because when you're surrounded, you're going to be more resistant to incoming damage, plus it gives you that plus 10 to strength. Next, we're going to be using Spark of Ions because when you defeat a jolted target or defeat a target with Bolt Charge, which we're going to have a lot of Bolt Charge, it creates an Ionic Trace. Now, Ionic Traces recently got buffed, and we're going to be getting more energy back per trace, which means we're going to have our ability energy up faster and more often for every Ionic Trace we get. Now, right here, Spark of Beacons. When you're amplified, your arc special and heavy ammo weapons will create a blinding explosion. This one can be moved around. Another good option for this one is the Spark of Discharge, which arc final blows have a chance to create Ionic Trace. Ionic Traces grant you a stack of bolt charge. And actually, I think I might just switch to that because I think while the blinding explosion is great, getting more bolt charge for getting more bolt charge is gonna be a little bit better for us. Plus, getting more Ionic Traces, and we're only using arc weapons with this build, so it makes a lot of sense. Moving right along to our weapons. Now, your primary weapon can, it's dealer's choice. You can kind of do what you want to do with it. Right now, I'm using a Tanashi's Mastery with Impulse Amplifier and Chill Clip because the activity we're going to be doing does have barrier champions. Using a sidearm is what will knock down barrier champions, that or sniper rifles, depending on what you have set up in your Tablet of Ruin. Our secondary weapon, for this, really you just need a arc weapon. It doesn't really matter what it is. If you have something with jolting feedback or volt shot on it, that would be best. Our third and final weapon, our heavy weapon, this is the important one, the Thunderlord. The reason this is important because final blows generate lightning strikes and grant stacks of bolt charge. This is huge and will be one of the key parts to this build when taking down bosses and dealing high DPS to your bosses. Moving on to our armor and mod customization. For our helmet, I'm running your standard resilience mod, because you, again, something that I iterate in every single one of these, you want that 10 out of 10 resilience. You always want to have that so you get that 30% damage reduction. Next on our mods for the helmet, we have 2 harmonic siphons specifically for our arc. Because we're using an arc, the harmonic siphons will always default to your super, and then a heavy ammo finder just to make sure we have enough heavy ammo at all times. On our gloves, we're running a strength mod because we have that 10 out of 10 already without it. So we're running a strength mod just to get our melee back faster. I've got heavy-handed, which is going to give us orbs of power anytime we get a melee final blow. Another reason why Thunderclap could be a good alternative for this build. You're going to get a lot more kills with Thunderclap than you will with Seismic Strike, but again, I want that blinding explosion. Next, we have Impact Induction. Reason for this, causing damage with powered melee, reduces our grenade cooldown, gets our grenade back faster. And then Fastball, just throw grenades longer. I had an extra slot, I wanted to use it up. On our chest piece, this is the exotic we're going to be using for this build. It is the Cuirass of the Falling Star. What it does is it increases our Thunder Crash damage. Importantly, because we're using the Thunder Crash super, this is just going to give us the ability to do more damage to bosses and things with our supers. Again, I got a strength mod on there and then a small discipline mod because I've upgraded this to an artifact armor piece, just increasing our overall bit there. I've got harmonic resistance, which gives us arc resistance, and then 2 void resistances because there's a lot of void damage currently right now. This can be changed out for any kind of resistance that you need for the activity that you're going to be doing. On our leg armor, we've got a resilience mod, and then we've got 2 arc weapon surge mods. This is to increase the amount of damage our arc weapons are going to be doing because we're going to be creating a lot of orbs of power with the siphons that we mentioned earlier. We want to make sure that we're utilizing those, and so anytime we pick up an orb of power, we're going to get an armor charge, which will grant us more damage on our arc weapons. And last but not least, our mark. We've got the strength mod and a resilience forge mod, and then we've got outreach, which reduces our melee cooldown whenever we're using our class ability, which we're going to be using our class ability a lot to gain the bolt charge. Distribution basically just reduces all cooldowns when you use your class ability near targets, same reason as the outreach mod. And then Reaper, shortly after using our class ability, our next weapon final blow will spawn an orb of power, just creating more orbs of power to get more of our abilities back to continue that gameplay flow. Alright, to showcase this build, we're going to be doing the Hydroponics Delta Expert Lost Sector on Neomuna. In this, we're going to have barrier champions and unstoppable champions, and looks like it's a void threat, so our void damage resistance mods are going to be great for this. Alright, let's hop into it. Alright, starting off here, we're just going to kill these guys real quick because they're pretty easy. And we're going to come out here and we're immediately going to start our rally barricade and get ourselves charging with this, because we're going to be constantly dropping bolt charge here. Now I'm going to back out of here and play cover a bit just to make sure I don't die. You can see we've already got tons of bolt charge. We've already had at least 1 activation of it. Alright, and we're going to pull out our Thunderlords and we're going to destroy the boss there. And we're going to hit him with the sidearm just to make sure, and you can see there our bolt charge actually took him out for us, so we didn't have to. These scions are hiding from me, so I'm going to probably need to jump up high to be able to see them. You can see we've almost always got our rally barricade up due to the ionic traces that we're creating and getting, which means we're constantly going to be gaining bolt charge. Now when you're behind your rally barricade and shooting, you actually will trigger your bolt charge as well, which makes it all the more effective. Okay. There we go. Anytime you use an ability, you're also going to trigger it. So I'm actually not going to end up triggering there because I triggered it on the first scion there. I'm going to roll in here. We're going to drop this. Immediately, we're going to start laying into these guys and getting that. You can see the bolt charge going, getting all those ionic traces. We've got 3 already in this room alone. And our melee ability is back already, and our grenade is already halfway back, even though we have pretty low grenade recharge because we only had it at tier 3. It's coming back very quickly, and you can see the bolt charge, how effective it is, just taking out AoE groups. We're gonna go ahead and blind this guy because otherwise he is gonna be a nuisance. The gladiators are always a pain. Now, same thing, we can run in here. We're gonna take out the Scion just because he's kind of just sits off to the side and is a nuisance a little bit. We're gonna set ourselves up. Get our bolt charge flowing. See how quick and easy we're getting our bolt charge back. And look at that, by the time our rally barricade went down, we had it back already because of the traces. Yeah, we've already got our rally barricade back, so we can utilize it right away. We're gonna back up a little bit here, get out our Thunder Lord because we've got some bigger enemies coming at us here. The yellow health gladiators. You can just see the amount of explosions we're causing with this. Oh, we missed that grenade. Oh, there we go. That is okay. Back up a little bit, just dodge that Scion's bit. Go. Alright, the barrier champion has appeared. So we can go ahead, get ready to take him out. Got our... Yep. I was gonna say, that would be crazy if we just killed him before he even had a chance to use his shield. Right. Real quick and easy. And I know we already picked up some heavy ammo back here, so if there's more, that would be awesome, but if not, we've still got plenty to work with. Yep, and see there's more heavy ammo over there, so the heavy ammo finder mod is coming in clutch. Making sure we're always topped up on heavy. And now for the boss room. Now what I'm gonna do, there's 2 unstops in here. I want to try and group them up so that I can hit them at the same time. And then waste them at the same time. And they are not wanting to do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stun this one, get back here, pop my rally barricade, just lay into them. And we've already got our melee back, so we can hit him, get him stunned, and then boom, look at that. Look how fast we took those 2 out. And we didn't even use half of our ammo, and our rally barricade is back again, so we can continue getting bolt charge and taking out all the enemies super easily. There we go. And now we're gonna hit the rally barricade. We're gonna hit the boss a little bit. Those lightning strikes called in, all of that bolt charge just melting, and we're gonna hit him with the ult. I guess we're not gonna hit him with the ult. I don't know what stopped us, but alright. Didn't need it anyways. And there you go. That's how easy it is with this build. We always had our abilities up. Our rally barricade was always up. Our melee was always up. Our grenade took a little bit longer, but that's just because we had the recharge so low on it. If you have a little bit more you can dedicate into it, then it will come up even faster. But even still with the amount of ionic traces you're making, it's going to be down a very short amount of time. So again, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you leave a like and subscription down below so you don't miss any more. And if you have a build that you want me to cover, go ahead and leave it in the comments so I can make sure to cover it. There will be a dim link in the description so that you can get this build on your Titan ASAP. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.